Our first guest today is Dr. Ellen Wenberg, a family medicine physician specializing in senior care. Dr. Wenberg, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So to take a closer look at some of these topics, we're going to play a match game with you where we go through these different topics and you help and explain just a little bit more about them. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
So let's take a look at our very first one here. The first clue that I have is challenges with this can arise with age, but not getting enough of it raises the risk of many diseases and some disorders.
That sounds like sleep. Certainly, sleep is very important for all of us, but sleep changes as we age. So it's common for our sleep pattern to shift earlier. It's just a natural aging process. So we still need our 7 to 9 hours, but that can be from, say, 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. Not getting enough sleep obviously increase many risk factors such as uncontrolled blood pressure, dementia, depression, loneliness.
Okay. Our next one. The loss of this can affect cognitive health.
Hearing.
Oh, okay.
So again, very common with aging. Hearing loss has been linked, again, to risk factors like dementia and depression. If you feel like you're struggling with your hearing, get it treated, get it evaluated, talk to your doctor, see an audiologist. Hearing aids are a blessing for many people.
Absolutely. Okay. This ensures people are taking the correct dose at the right time and are seeing the intended results.
Sounds like medication management.
Okay.
I have so much to say about meds. So it's such an important topic. I would say when it comes to medication management, number one, have a list. Make sure it's accurate and include all of your prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, even skin creams and eye drops. You want your physician to know everything you're taking. Make sure it's up to date. If you're having side effects, review those with your provider.
Oh, okay. Those are great recommendations. All right. This is the number one killer of both men and women, and risk increases with age.
Heart disease. High blood pressure is the number one thing, and high blood pressure increases the risk for heart attack, stroke, also dementia and depression. Looking into risk factors for heart disease, smoking, obesity, those sorts of things.
All right. These can help catch disease when it's most treatable and manage risk factors.
Screening tests. Screenings are tests that are meant to prevent and detect illness, and that changes with age and with risk factors. I would recommend most healthy adults at least once a year should get their blood pressure checked, their weight checked. They should be screened for hearing and vision problems, screened for dementia and depression, and then certain people will have specific screenings. So certain men may need to be checked for abdominal aortic aneurysms, and all women should be screened for osteoporosis at the age of 65.
Okay, so changes with time. So just, again, probably having a conversation with your primary care provider.
Of course, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The risk of these rises with age, and the toll can be devastating.
Falls. Falls are the leading cause of serious illness and injury in older adults. And they're preventable, and falls aren't normal. So it's important if you fall to tell your provider, reviewing your medications with your provider. If they're making you dizzy, that can be a problem. Leg weakness, muscle weakness, arthritis. And studies have shown that things like physical therapy, exercise, balance, coordination, Tai Chi can be helpful in preventing falls.
Okay. This increases the risk of heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline.
Loneliness. It's important to talk about. Not everybody wants to talk about being lonely. And there are things that can be done. Set a time every week. I'm going to call my son every Sunday morning. I'm going to do a book club and get myself out there. Even just getting outside and being physically active can reduce that feeling of loneliness.
That's a great recommendation. All right, physical and mental activity can help prevent this.
Memory loss. I think of memory loss as similar to how I think about heart health. So things that you would do for being heart healthy, such as exercising, quitting smoking, managing diabetes and high blood pressure, can also help prevent memory loss.
Okay, super important to start that early on.
Of course.
Okay. Dr. Wenberg, one final question. So many people in our audience care for an older parent, maybe another loved one. How can they manage the care of that person?
Build a team around you. Use your physician, your nurse practitioner, the ADRC or other county resources can be very helpful. And it's important to advocate for your older loved one as well. So, being involved, getting hooked up on ThedaCare so you can look at their My Chart, having a notebook dedicated to their care and medications can be helpful.
All right, Dr. Wenberg, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thanks.